how I learned about energy siphoning through tree wizards. A magic mushroom experience had opened up my third eye and activated my transformer arms that I now operate with in the ether with my clients. So as a psychic surgeon, I can see anything that is blocking or siphoning your life force, your ki, your light. So this could be entities sucking on your life force. This could be extraterrestrial technology that are harvesting energy from your field. This could be curses or black magic, maybe family curses or from past lives or this life from people. This could be cultural programs from the culture you're in, or the coaching industry, beliefs that you're outgrown, being siphoned by past coaches or healers that were not ethical, or anything else that is in your field that is actually blocking your life force. Like, I learn every day new things because I just clear with what I can see is in your field. My arms transform into tools and I operate in the ether until I get your life force so strong and powerful that your body and your system gets into its own regenerative system, because now the things that were holding it back have been removed, and now your system can regenerate easier. And so when the beginning of this awakening to this gift, I could see my arms transform into tools, and they would move on their own at night doing energy work, and I had no fucking clue what was happening to me and with my arms. So I really thought I was going crazy at first, and I started traveling the world to look for answers. And during some of these travels, I started following signs, like I would say follow the white rabbit, to different countries. And in 3 different countries, in different continents, I had a similar strange encounter with a wizard. Okay, this is such a crazy story, but I love this story. So, first, I was in California at the Lucidity Festival, and an old man dressed up as a wizard looks at me from afar and slowly comes to me. He starts to move his arms as if he's moving energy and starts to make hum sounds. While I was having eye contact with him, I thought to myself, okay, this is pretty weird. So I was like, okay, bye. And I left. Then I went to South Africa and I was at Africa Burn. A typical Dumbledore-looking wizard with a long white beard and a typical wizard dress sees me from afar and starts to come closer to me. And he starts to move his hands the same way and starts humming the same sounds. And this one did it so much louder and bigger than the other one did. And because I didn't got what the fuck is this? I'm leaving. I was now really intrigued of okay, what the fuck is this? But I suddenly was extremely tired. I was so tired that I could barely walk. Yet my tent was so far away that I had to sleep at the emergency tent and just, completely break down. And I was like, oh, what the fuck was that? Then, after that experience, I went to Germany at another festival and I was walking with a friend. And suddenly, an old man dressed up as a wizard, but this one had a red cape and a funny hat. He sees me, he comes to me, does his thing with the arms and the humming. And this time I was like, okay, now I know what to do. I will move my arms and hum with him. So I started loudly and moving my arms. And suddenly this man falls straightly backwards as if he was a wooden plank. And as soon as he hits the floor, he starts snoring really hard. And my friend looked at me and said, "What the fuck was that?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. This is like the third time this happened in a year." It was so weird. Now, much later, now that I have way more developed my gift as an energy surgeon, I know exactly what happened. When these wizards get older, they will lose energy just because they get older and their body gets older. And because I was young, fresh, and extremely open, they recognized like, oh, I can source energy from her. And so it was a way for them to take energy from me so they could have more life force. And so when I started doing it back, I took the little life force of that what that wizard had left, and that's why he completely fell asleep. But this was also the beginning of really understanding that working with energy and developing your psychic gifts has a lot of pitfalls, dangers. Like, people can source from your energy, they can take your energy, or you do it from your clients, and archetypal entanglements that we need to be aware of. And there's so much ethics and so much that we need to learn to be powerful, pure, clean energy healers. And so that's why I'm also doing this program, Down the Rabbit Hole of Gifts, where we really go deep into your spiritual technology, into everything around it, the archetypes that you need to be aware of, and the entanglements, and the self-trust and the connection to source that is so extremely important in doing this work. So if you want to join us, we are starting next week. It's a 7-week program. And it's based upon the multidimensional spiritual teachings behind the story of Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. And it's with a small group. It's really fun. So if you want to join that, this is your last chance. Like, we start next week and then the doors close. So link to be found in my bio, or send me a message and I'll send you the link.